At least 15 people have been killed in clashes between Ukrainian government forces and pro-Russian militias in the east of the country. Officials say that a number of people have also been injured in the violence, which happened around the airport of the flashpoint city of Donetsk. Several residential, industrial, and governmental buildings have been destroyed in the clashes. This is the worst flare-up of violence since the ceasefire was declared in the region over 3 weeks ago. The fighting is likely to put the fragile truce under more strain. The Ukrainian government and pro-Russian forces signed the ceasefire deal on September the 5th. The agreement was aimed at paving the way for an end to the crisis.
Fighting continues in the eastern Ukrainian city of Donetsk, mostly in the vicinity of the airport. Both militias and Kiev troops are fighting over control of the airport, and casualties have been reported.
First of all, we have to care about the situation now because the conflict is still going on. And secondly, people don't know a lot about all peaceful agreements during these negotiations.
The fighting continues despite a ceasefire agreement signed twice between the warring sides. Infrastructure in the war-stricken regions has been severely damaged, and residential areas and businesses are still caught in the crossfire. Kiev blames the constant fighting on Russia, and the U.S. has accused Russia of hurting Ukraine's economy.
President Putin's actions are hurting both the Russian and Ukrainian economies. President Obama and I have been very focused on the crisis for many months.
But Cuba, Russia's ally in Latin America, blames the conflict in eastern Ukraine on the West. Cuba's Foreign Minister Bruno Rodriguez says the clashes are the result of an attempt to deploy NATO up to the borders of Russia. And, quote, they will have serious implications for the peace and security of Europe. Despite ceasefire negotiations, fighting continues, mostly around Donetsk airport. Residents in the east say they are frightened to go to the streets. When we asked them about the peace agreement, they said there is no peace there. And now fears remain that the run-up to parliamentary elections could cause more turmoil. Serena Shim, PressTV, Kiev.